Hi, everybody. I've been meaning to talk to you about this for a long time and to make a video about it. And I wanted to talk about the Mary Kay image. And my little dog, Dottie, decided she wanted to be part of the video. So say hi, Dottie. Anyway, so now this all happened, and it came front to my mind when I was in New York City. I'd won a makeover contest with Mary Kay, and we were staying in the Garment Center in a beautiful hotel, and I was close to my ex-buying office when I had my store, and stopped in to see them. And they were talking to me about the Toby reports. It is a lifestyle service that they provide. And I was talking to one of the women who was doing the presentation for me, and she said that her grandmother used to use Mary Kay. Well, that rather is a stab in the heart to me. As a Mary Kay sales director, it kills me when people associate the brand with their grandmothers. Well, you know, her grandmother probably did use Mary Kay. Now, Mary Kay has been around for 56 years. And but the Mary Kay that her grandmother was using is not the Mary Kay that we have today. But people still associate Mary Kay with their grandmothers, with their mothers. So when I start a presentation, very often I'm going to ask you, if you're sitting in front of me, when you think of the brand Mary Kay, what do you think of? Most people say, my mother used it, my grandmother used it. It's been around a long time, so it must be good. They say that it's a solid brand. Some people say it's for older ladies, and other people say pink Cadillacs. So, you know, I'm getting those kind of answers. And then after I get all those answers, I then lean forward and I say, do you ever put Mary Kay in the category of cutting edge? And every single person has said, absolutely not. And why is that? And it kills me, because when I was in New York City for the makeover contest, I got the opportunity to talk to Mary Kay's wonderful president, Nathan Moore, about this issue. And I said, you and I both know what goes into this product, and you even more than I know what goes into this product, and why do people still say that Mary Kay was the brand that their grandmother used? So why is that? Well, one thing, Mary Kay's model in direct sales is the only Mary Kay that people know about as the Mary Kay beauty consultant that they have been exposed to. That can be great and it can be terrible. But if we are thinking about the brands, the luxury brands that Mary Kay sets itself up to compete with, they all have beautiful counters in all of the major department stores all around the world. So that is one thing that does not serve Mary Kay, so people can know how cutting edge we actually are. And so I'll just want to explain a couple things about the Mary Kay brand. First of all, Mary Kay does 500,000 tests a year to ensure the integrity and the effectiveness of our products, and how fabulous they're going to come across to you as our consumer. So there is no other company in the world that does that many tests. So they are really on it. Now, the product line comes in two distinct different areas. One is the medicals. The skincare side is medical. And Mary Kay hires the best scientists and dermatologists in the world to work on their skincare products. And so they do that because they want to and they can. When they're very huge, they can afford to get the best, and they do. And so then also the other side of our product line is our color and our makeup and our brushes and our fragrances. And Mary Kay hires the best people in the world to help them with their makeup, and that is completely fashion. And that was really fun, because when I went into my buying service, I used to have a clothing store in downtown Burlington, if you did not know that. And I belonged to the largest buying service in the world. They were they're fashion forecasters. They were there to give me fashion direction and more clout in the industry. And one day, several years ago, stopped in to the office because I was in that neighborhood when I was in the city. And one of the execs came out of the office and he said, "Hey, Nan, what are you doing now?" And I said, "Well, I'm in the skincare and cosmetic business." He goes, "Who are you with?" I said, "Mary Kay." And he says, "Oh, they're one of our clients." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, what?" So I got to meet the woman that works with Mary Kay. I said, who works with Mary Kay? I've got to meet them. And so she was the most fashionable person I think I've ever seen in my life. She was absolutely stunning and gorgeous. And she told me that she loved working with Mary Kay. That was not a surprise. And then she said, "You know, Nan, Mary Kay is the company that everybody's following." Now, that was a story I have told over and over and over again. And for a New York woman in the garment center to say that a Dallas-based company is the company that everybody's following has a lot of clout. Because in the garment center, people are always talking about London, Paris, Milan, and New York. So when somebody in New York is talking about a Dallas-based company, you want to know that this is a company that stands out. So I don't know if this conversation is anything that you know has changed your mind or has stimulated your thoughts about Mary Kay. But the one thing I will tell you is Mary Kay is not your grandmother's Mary Kay. And I invite you to look at our 6 different skincare lines and our very extensive array of color, eyeshadows, blushes, lipsticks, all different formulas and all different choices for the lightest to the darkest and from the most natural to the most dramatic. So I invite you to look at the new face of Mary Kay.